Welcome back to the Retro Tech Repair Shop. Today I have a Sony turntable. This is a model PS-LX66, purchased off of eBay. Condition was listed as not working. Okay, let's have a quick look at it first. Oh, it looks in very clean condition actually. With postage and packaging, this cost me £21.36 in the UK. The reason I went for this particular model, Sony is a good make overall, and this was mains operated. The lid is rather scratched up. I might be able to get some of those marks out, but the actual deck itself looks in good condition. So what's this got on it? It's got a power button, speed 45-33 option, and looks like a reject for returning it during play. It's got a manual arm lift, and there'll be a servo system. It should start the deck up as you go. Should start the deck up as you move it across. Okay, so I'm going to take this apart, have a look at it, give it a test, see if it works. As I've covered in a previous video, this has got speed adjustments 33 and 45 to fine tune the RPM. It's indicating that these are the screws to undo, so let's take the bottom off. Okay, so what have we got inside? We've got the power supply mains coming in here, 240 volts, through this transformer. It says it's got a built-in thermal fuse, and then the low voltage side goes off to this card here. Again, it's fused in this position. Let's just check that fuse is intact. The fuse is intact. We have a bridge rectifier circuit here and a smoothing capacitor to give us our DC voltage. Here it says power switch. So this goes down to the power switch itself. Down here is just switching the LV, not the mains voltage. Tighten that up. Okay, so it switches the LV. So the needle cartridge pickup, it's connected onto this board here. There's no amplification by the looks of it. It just goes straight to the audio output. So there's no preamp or anything in this part. And the rest of the circuit appears to be mechanical movement. Moves that limit switch, opens and closes that switch there to start and stop the motor. So this is a really simple deck. I see the two holes that line up here for the RPM adjustment 45 and 33 go to the potentiometers on this motor here, this servo motor. So there'll be little potentiometers in the back underneath here. So there's little potentiometers underneath these covers here that you can adjust for the speed. What I think I'll do is I'm going to plug this in and take some voltage measurements and see what the low voltage side AC and DC is on this card. 9 volts AC. Let's check we've got supply coming in first. Okay, 232 volts. See what's going out to the transformer. 232. So it's going to the primary winding of the transformer. Secondary winding, let's see if we can get on here. 11.29 volts AC. Right, if I can get across the capacitor, smoothing capacitor here, I should be able to measure the DC level. That's minus 15. So with a bridge rectifier and a capacitor, the voltage always increases from the AC voltage to DC voltage. There is a formula for that. 15.02 volts. I'm going to put the scope on it just to see what the waveform is like, because I'm nosy. Channel A, select volts DC. Right, reading just over 15 volts, DC component. DC looks very, very smooth on the scope. I'm going to select AC now, just to see what the AC ripple is after the smoothing capacitor. That looks very smooth. So we know the power supply is working. Okay, let's switch it off. As I said, there's a very simple circuit. It's just a matter of a little switch here that stops and starts the motor. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the bottom back on this, turn it over and give it a try and see if it works. Just going to remove the cover for now. Let's switch it on. And hopefully, if we raise this arm up, it should, and move it across, should start up. Nice. Okay, I'm going to press the reject button. See if it returns it. It's looking good. Okay, let's try the other speed. 33. Nice and smooth. Okay, let's put a record on. Belt looks good. Motor, everything looks really good inside. Just check it plays all the way to the end. Absolutely perfect. Okay, I'll give you a little clean up, little wipe over, and then I'm going to hook you up to an amplifier and see what happens. I've just started to have a look at the cartridge here with the needle, and I've noticed that one of the wires is in fact broken off, it's come uncrimped. So I'm going to rectify this problem and give it another try. I have to resolder this onto here. I've tried it and I can hear that it's running just fine. I'm going to let it run to the end now. I'm going to try and conduct an RPM test using my phone. So the 33 RPM test was measured at 34.83, so that speed needs to be reduced slightly. I'm going to do the 45 test and see what that is. So we've both got them both running slightly fast. The 45 is running at 46.92 and the 33 is running at 34.7. So what I'll do is I'm going to adjust the potentiometers down slightly on the servo motor on the underside. If I can get on the potentiometer. $32.97, so I'm happy with that. It's supposed to be 33 1/3. That's pretty close. I can carry on doing these adjustments until I get it as close as I possibly can. Thanks for watching. I hope you found it useful.